functioning. There we go. All right, YouTube. Real quick, we're out here throwing this little lipless crankbait. Should have had the video running, didn't.
Because he's busy talking to Big Rod.
Busy talking to Big Rod over here.
Yeah.
Big Rod came out fishing, and as you can see, I've got one on right now on this lipless, and he's putting up one heck of a fight. Oh, and he spit it right there at the shore.
Yeah, he did. I'm going to toss this little guy out and see what happens.
I know the guy was using those yesterday. That was just weird. My reels are, I'm having a problem with my reels lately, folks. I tell you what, one of my reels is in the shop right now getting fixed. Another one I was cleaning yesterday. This one, I went to push the button to turn on the camera, and all of a sudden it just let out line.
Don't you love it when that happens?
Like went into straight reverse mode. I'm like, I thought there's an anti-reverse on these things.
Yeah, not if it's not set.
It was set. I don't know how not to set it, but
I might have to switch after that too.
I mean, that literally just, and now it's not doing it. So, like this thing went back. There it goes, see?
Yeah, that was weird.
It's still doing it, look. Every now and then, it'll reverse its wind. There it goes. Ah. Having problems with the reels lately. That stinks, because that was a decent fish. It's a good 2-pounder. He hit that thing pretty solid, too. Came up and slammed that lipless.
Dude, that knife fish your dad got on? Freaking insane, man.
I didn't turn the camera on again, similar to what just happened right there,
Yeah.
till late in the fight. That fight went on for a good 10 to 15 minutes,
Dude,
man.
I can imagine.
It was pulling drag. It was putting up bubbles like a manatee. I was like, what did you hook? Speaking of what did you hook,
Yeah, what did you hook?
today's prize is some line. I tell you what, man, I caught a 6 1/4 on this lipless. It's a
Yeah.
Rapala Rip and Wrap.
Oh, nice.
Partying, I'm good.
I was happy.
Another hookup. Got one again.
I was happy on my one.
Nice.
Get it.
Let's see. Keep this guy down here. I got to climb down so I can land him. Oh, I really don't want to get this mud on me, but he's little. We don't have to land him. That's twice the reel has gone backwards on me while I went. Look.
Yeah. Mine does that too.
Is it? So Rod's fishing the reaction bite. I got the finesse bite down here on the bottom, trying to find that fish that's just hugging the bottom. Rod's working that reaction. Reaction bites, by definition, guys, the bait flies by the fish, and it's a reaction of the fish to attack it. It's not that the fish is hungry. It's not that the fish is searching for food. It's just,
It startles him. What's that?
it's like if I slide a McDonald's quarter pounder in front of you. You may not like a McDonald's quarter pounder, but if I add bacon to it, you're going to eat it because the reaction is you smell it, you want the bacon.
Give me the baked bacon.
It's a reaction bite. That's literally, by definition, a reaction to the bait going by the fish's face.
Did I tell you about the time I hooked into a little 6-inch bass and I had a 4-pounder come up and suck it out the hook for me?
Uh-uh.
Yeah. That point by the trees when you go around the building. I was sitting right there, drop shot, caught a little bass, maybe 6-7 inches. Jumped out, bringing it in. All of a sudden, my line went heavy. Oop. What the hell was that? Went light again. Brought it up. Fish is still there. Next thing you know, the big 4-pounder comes right up the side. Boom! Hits it, takes it, and runs out. 4-pounder let go. I caught my little bass. He survived.
He's got a story to go home and tell now.
Yeah,
that
he
little
does.
bass just went back. Holy cow.
He's like,
You have no idea
what
what
the
I
hell?
just saw. You want to talk about loudmouth bassing? That was it. Inside the mouth of the bass,
That's
that
right.
fish went.
He was up and personal with his gills. And I think I was fishing.
Doing a routine dental cleaning of a 4-pound bass. That's what that 6-inch bass just did.
My son was out there.
And ladies and gentlemen, we switched over to drop shot. And today we were able to get the skunk off of our fingers. It's a huge dink. Biggest fish I've touched today. Not the biggest I've hooked, but the biggest I've touched today. I don't even know if I should take him out and take a picture against the board. I think I'll get bigger ones than this. We'll let him go. But, ladies and gentlemen, on the drop shot, a blue fleck. Just gently working it over there, and he came up and bit it. Oh, I do have to take a picture of it though. Hang on. Oh no, I got it. Appreciate the handle. Lovely cameraman. And when I say lovely, I mean ugly as sin. That's why he's behind the camera. But we still love him. Big dink. Oh no, selfie it up. Try not to show anything off in the picture here. Now for the release. Y'all ready? See you later, little girl. Choom, gone. Alright. So we tried everything we could, and all we had to do was switch over to drop shot to catch fish. Rod's still around that corner working his drop shot. Took me 2 casts with mine. But it's the $85 power worm, baby. Those of you that know that story know what I mean by that. Blue Fleck Berkley power worm. It will catch fish. I'll guarantee that.
Nice.
Got another drop shot fish on. About the same size.
Take it all day.
Yep. Found him underneath the boat here. Another little male dink. This guy was probably born last year, maybe this year. Probably born in either March or last March. Little male. They are.
One. There's another.
Yep. Rod's in there trying to get the second one right behind it. We've seen a male about this size and a female cruising around in here, bigger female.
Pounds,
So we're trying to see if we can find that female here. Take a quick photo of this guy. Go. Send them off. And the release. Swimming away. Just sitting here talking to Dan, not even paying attention to that fish bait. Quick reaction skills, Dan. Good job. So there is a lesson I can take away from today. Losing the 2 fish this morning, having a pain in the butt time today, this morning, or this afternoon I should say, with these bait casters is this. Make sure you're cleaning and taking care of your gear. At this point I might have just an old reel here that's got a gear that might have just lost a tooth on it, because it's definitely not my gear. My gear is definitely not engaging from when I have the bail open to closing it. My other reel, all of a sudden a reverse started, oh, there was another bite. All of a sudden a reverse started acting up out of nowhere. My anti-reverse started breaking up. So older, cheaper reels, I don't go out and buy the most expensive reels you can find. This one's not a bad reel. It's about retail $80.
Toss out to your left.
But just a reminder that, you know, at least every, especially if you're fishing every other day, or, you know, as much as I fish, at least every other month, clean your reels. Take them apart, clean them, oil them, lube them, grease them. Do the proper maintenance on your reels. Make them last a little longer. Otherwise, you're gonna have days like this where things don't work and you're losing fish because of it, or you're frustrated. There it is. That's bigger.
Here it comes. See how the line is loosening up?
He ain't much bigger.
You can always tell when a fish is coming towards the surface because the line starts kind of rising and pulling out. That's a decent bass.
He's bigger than the other 2 so far.
Yep.
So that's the 3rd fish in a row I've caught, and all 3 of them have the hook in the bottom of their lip, which is rare. Normally you get them in the top of the lip.
Yeah.
They're all getting them right here in that bottom lip.
His lip is busted.
Oh wow, yeah he is, huh? We're gonna take a look at that here in a second. His jaw is definitely jacked up.
He's been caught before.
Yep. So ladies and gentlemen, you can see that this guy has definitely had some issues. He's got a broken jaw at some point. I would assume it's healed, but it's definitely got an issue there. You can see that. Look at the mouth of that little loudmouth bassin right there, folks. Some loudmouth bassin. Take a quick photo and release this little guy. Look at the belly on him. Rod's getting bites. See? We definitely came on a school of them over here. Look at the belly on that fish too. For a little fish, he's been eaten.
They are definitely getting ready for some tilapia. Pre-spawning in these urban lakes usually happens a little earlier. This is a little too early for it, but it can be happening. It depends on your weather temperatures. If the water heats up enough, they'll start going. good indication is when the carp start doing their spawns. You'll usually see bass following that with the tilapia going after it, and they'll be feeding frenzies and fishing galore.
You know, 4 or 5 inch bass running around now without a top lip.
Would it make sense to go over there and cast back this way since you've been pulling them all this way?
You would think,
But no.
however, the orientation of the bait is very important, because the orientation of the fish in the water is the way that the bite's working. So right now, I'm assuming because we're pulling this way and getting bites, that
They're
these
facing
fish are facing that way,
Yes.
and we're bringing the bait to them. If we go over here and start bringing the bait across, our line might hit their tail, their back, and they're gone. Spook them out, and it makes such a weird thing. But fishing is all about angles. You may be very well right. One of us may be able to walk over there, cast towards the boat, and still get bites.
Got him. Oh yeah.
Man, that is the smallest bass I've seen caught today. I thought I had it. I had one that was just a little bit bigger than that, I guess. Ooh. You got something in his mouth?
Nope. Little guy.
Loudmouth bassin'. Even the little ones got
La, la, la.
loudmouth.
And you go. Got him. Got him. Ooh, look. This one. This one's decent. This one's decent.
I see the swirl out there.
This one's decent.
Keep away from that boat.
I'm trying to work him back.
I think it was the one I just scared through you.
Maybe. Oh, this one's about 12 inch.
No, this one was a little bigger over here than I scared away. Right on the deep spot. Deep hole.
Nice. Yeah, this is about 12 inches.
Dan's gonna hold you to it.
Well, this is a size 12 foot. Get this hook out. $14. 14, almost 15, 14 3/4. Nice little bass. Oops, watch that hook. You look at the mouth there. You got sandpaper-like teeth. They kind of come up. Kiss your bass. Kiss your bass ass.
Full school of bluegill. We're talking 20, 30 bluegill swimming around in the area, right?
This one's decent.
And then I'd look out just past the
Here
school
he
of
comes right in
bluegill.
front of you.
Decent,
Oh, little guy.
decent.
He's a
Got
fighter.
Got some swim in him.
Decent swimmer.
So I'd look out past the school of bluegill that I'm playing with, and there'd be a bunch of dark shadows.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I've caught 6, 7 pound bass. What looked like 6, 7 pound bass to me then, on a piece of bread,
Oh yeah.
because he came in to hit the bluegill that were hitting the bread.
Look at that. That's a nice solid hook set right there in the side of the mouth.
Right in the corner. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, we got doubles.
Nice.
We got doubles. Another little dink, but we got the rod tip down, keeping it from jumping. We don't want him to shake that lure out. Normally I would take my time playing with this one, but
Bye-bye.
because Rod's got one out. Oh, I was going to take a picture
Oh shit.
too. I was
Sorry.
trying to hurry him in for that.
I didn't really. You should have said something.
I thought the cue word there was doubles, but you know.
Yeah. Well.
It's okay, folks. It's not Rod's first day fishing, it's his second.
That equates to experience.
See, now my cameraman's over here laughing because he's mouthing the word Army to me because he's a Marine and he always making fun of the Army guys.
Yeah, I know. It's all good because even Marines need heroes.
That's why we have Chesty Puller.
Oh, these guys are a trip. Good time fishing with good friends, folks.
Amen.
Let me get you one last loudmouth bass in case we don't get another one here. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's a loudmouth bassin coming at you. Wow. And the release. All right, let's get some doubles here. Let's get 2 fish here, get a good photo.
Over at Saguaro.
I wouldn't doubt it, man. Like I said, Gary knows his business.
Yeah.
He does fish with us in the group. I'm actually hoping to get drawn to fish with him one of these tournaments this year because he does have his own YouTube channel as well. I subscribe to it. If you get a chance, go fishing with Gary Senft. S-E-N-F-T. Interesting last name. He's just one of the many. There's a few guys. I'm fishing with a guy named Larry White next
Got
week.
him.
From my understanding, Larry White's been fishing for over 40 years and
Get away
was a
from the
former
boat.
pro as well. He's clear. He's clear. So, I got a wealth of knowledge I'm trying to learn from, so I can end up with my boat, end up on one of these pro tours. There's still fish biting in this school over here, folks. Imagine that. That's number 9 out of this hole, huh?
Yeah.
Wait, let's see.
8.
I've landed 4 here, and now you're 4, huh? 8 right out of this hole right here. And we've each missed one, so here.
Yep.
That one swallowed her, huh?
Well, it's pretty in there.
She was hungry.
Yes, she was.
And by she, he, we're at this point in time, I couldn't tell you if that's a male or a female bass. I
Right.
just know it's a young one.
You get
Probably,
one yet?
That's probably 1 or 2 years.
Probably 1 or 2 years, yeah. Nice color. That's what we're talking about with the color.
Good lateral line on that one.
Yeah. This is the lateral line we're talking about that comes right down here with the spots. She's got nice, good color, healthy bass, looking good. Loudmouth bassing. You get one yet?
Try doubling up. We'll get one soon. Go ahead.
I gotta take a picture for my girlfriend.
There you go.
She likes to fish too.
There you go. All right, so let's do a recap on today. Came out this morning, had the lipless tied on, had a J-rig tied on, threw the lipless around. You know what? I tell you, I maybe made, what, 20 casts with that lipless?
Yeah.
Hooked into 2 bass right away. They were definitely taking the reaction bites this morning. Unfortunately, had some real difficulties with my fishing reel. It's no longer in my hand, a different one. And we lost both fish right at the shore. It happens. That's okay. We continued fishing around, throwing reaction baits, lipless, chatter baits. What else did you try? I threw it square bill for a little bit. Wasn't getting any bites in the reaction baits. Rod tied on the Old Faithful drop shot, gave it a shot. I was watching him get bites either, but I tied one on. My 3rd cast with the drop shot, which again, you can see here, I'm using one of the rebarb hooks. It's a little bit bigger of a hook, but a rebarb hook, a 4-inch power worm, and a drop shot weight, okay? Tied those on. I got 12-pound mono on this line, which is usually bigger than what I normally fish. Normally when I drop shot, I got 6 or 8 pound on there, trying to go finesse. However, we tied it on, caught 1 fish back there, worked over here to this dock area. As you can see right here, this dock at the end of the boat's just off the end of the dock. We found a school of small fish schooling, and we brought in 8, and we missed 2 or 3 on bites. So
All in all, good day.
loudmouth bass, and like he said, it's a good day. You're getting fish, whether they're big, little, or indifferent. You get something tugging on the end of that rod. That's all you need.
Tug, tug.